At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Yeah, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today, Boyd.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Return starts from the goal line. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 21. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Fields out of the gun. Wilson's got it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. George Pickens, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. 2nd and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
This is reeled in by Wilson. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Here we go.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
He's on the move. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Here we go.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Fields coming back after the pick. That's complete to Wilson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have second and pretty long here. Out of the shotgun, Fields has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
From the 37. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it's 3rd down.
11. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, New York. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. 19 Lions.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Seven Pirates.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
He's got Bowers working the sideline. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Working quickly here. Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
60-6, 60.
Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers with a chance to add to their lead. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Curve 19. Shut up.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Side.
Fields to throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
it's Fields. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets make it a one-score game before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Cordero Patterson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. To throw it on first down. This one falls incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
19 tight. Set, go.
Another throw here on second down. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Xavier Gipson on to return for the Jets. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
Looking to throw Fields. Toward the sideline and cut by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Hey, Cam. Here we go, son.
Running back sent in motion. First down throw for Fields. Caught by Lazard. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Bass's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Running it after the penalty. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Off play action. It's Fields. Chased out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That stop made by T.J. Watt. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son.
Fields out of the gun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, New York! The Jets shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. Come on. 79 Bronco.
They'll come out throwing. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
That throw by the rookie out of Ohio State, good for a chunk of yards and a first down. Slot man motioned over. To the air now on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. They go play action here. Complete. It's Myers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Fields on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Play action, Fields. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Don't jump. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Completed here to Pickens. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson again. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He's running. Oh, he lost the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. All right.
And give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 32. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Jets 14 points back. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Now Fields. He's on the move. He loses the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Go.
Another try following the sack. Touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Oh, and he's got a man open, complete. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they're able to run this winning streak.